Hello, I'm John Bachman. You just heard Steve mention the White House Summit on Extremism. The president just wrapped up a speech a few moments ago. Mr. Obama emphasizing that the U.S. is not at war with Islam.
We must never accept the premise that they put forward, because it is a lie.
Well, the president also said the U.S. needs to do more to discredit these radical ideologies. Community leaders from around the nation, as well as representatives from more than 60 countries, are participating in the three-day anti-terrorism summit. Now in Chicago, a potential 2016 presidential candidate, Jeb Bush, offered a blistering critique of the president's foreign policy, taking the administration to task over its fight against ISIS.
Under this administration, we are inconsistent and indecisive. We have lost the trust and confidence of our friends. We definitely no longer inspire fear in our enemies.
Well, the former Florida governor called on the president and Congress to work together to boost the Defense Department as part of a long-term terrorism strategy. Bush also said he is eager to hear from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who will warn about a nuclear Iran when he speaks before a joint session of Congress next month. And when it comes to the inevitable comparison between his presidential brother and father, Jeb said that he is, quote, his own man. And the White House is now defending the president's pick to run the Secret Service. Mr. Obama has chosen to ignore an independent panel's recommendation to hire a boss from outside the agency.
And Mr. Clancy, over the last several months, has demonstrated that he was willing to conduct a candid, clear-eyed assessment of the shortcomings of that agency and to look at needed reforms and implement them.
Well, Clancy, who joined the agency back in 1984, has been serving as the interim leader of the Secret Service since October. That's when then-Director Julia Pearson stepped down amidst a series of embarrassing security breaches at the White House. Oregon has a new governor today. Kate Brown has stepped in after longtime Governor John Kitzhaber resigned due to an ethics scandal. Brown was sworn in today at the state capitol. She was formerly the Secretary of State. She's also the first openly bisexual governor in the nation. And utility crews in the South are scrambling to restore power after a very rare deep freeze. Tens of thousands remain without power in Georgia after freezing rain knocked down tree limbs, which knocked down power lines. Temperatures in the eastern half of the U.S. are expected to be anywhere between 25 and 40 degrees below normal through tomorrow. And finally, it has not been a very good month for the mayor of Sand Prairie, Wisconsin. First, Jimmy the groundhog, I should say, chomped on his ear in the video that went viral, and now the mayor has lost a re-election bid, finishing in third place out of 3 candidates. So much for that sympathy vote, and really this was just an excuse to run that video of the groundhog biting the mayoral candidate's ear one more time. We have another Newsmax Now update coming up for you in 30 minutes. We'll now head back to Steve Malzberg's show, who's continuing live from New York.